Hey everybody, this is Eldonna Fernandez, thinklikeanegotiator.com, coming to you from James Malinchek's Big Money Speaker Bootcamp, and I have here Michael Brook on the blue carpet. Welcome.
I am delighted to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Well, share a little bit about your business.
New Dimensions in Health. I do a lot of work with corporate speaking, high performance living. The whole idea is, how do you step into a new dimension of physical, mental, emotional health, economic health? I'm real fond of Einstein saying, when he said problems can't be solved by the same level of thinking at which they were created. So I see a lot of that happening, and the book that I wrote, New Dimensions in Health, really addresses, here are some ways to shift gears and really start playing at a higher level.
Well, show us the book. And so who is your main market that you primarily serve?
You know, speaking wise, corporate, I find that this book is really for anybody that's interested in personal growth, health. I've worked with people that have serious illnesses, as well as other people that just really wanted to excel in different areas. I have a pretty strong athletic background. I was a trampoline champion. I skied on the professional freestyle circuit in the aerial acrobatic event, premier skier in that event, and had a couple summers doing professional high diving. So I had a lot of experience with the mind-body connection. And you know, I still do a lot of trampoline, keep it in shape. And I've done some fairly intense sports. I've never broken a bone in my life. I've never had a serious injury. And I attribute a lot of that to not only my parents' prayers for me, no question about that, but a lot of visualization. I think I intuitively learned visualization, and it wasn't until later, and that's some of the things I talk about in the book, that I really started to learn how this is how visualization affects your nervous system. And when you get really good at it, you can actually program your nervous system. So I could learn a fairly complex skill by visualizing it, moving the feeling into my body, and then you know, when I did it on skis or whatever, I made it to my feet most of the time.
Most of the time.
Well, you always wait for a good snowstorm before you try something, just in case you're off a bit.
Well, you have had quite a lot of different experiences. How did you get involved in trampoline?
You know, when I was in third grade, my friend got a trampoline for Christmas. I loved it, and then he did a really mean thing. He moved. And it took me 2 years to talk my parents into getting me one, and that's where I learned the power of persistence, and if you just keep asking, just keep asking, just keep asking. Eventually they got me one when I was in 6th grade, and it's the best thing they ever did for me. So it got me a gymnastics scholarship. I did a lot of work in schools using a trampoline as a motivational piece, and so hence the term high performance living.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. And you talk about the persistence. One of the strategies in my Think Like a Negotiator book is squeaky wheel gets the grease. So you actually use that strategy to get a trampoline.
Didn't even think about it, but it just happened. And it was just persistent, and it's like, it got to the point to where, what do you want for Christmas? Trampoline. We're not going to get you a trampoline. Fine, I don't want anything. What do you want the Easter Bunny to bring you? Trampoline. We're not going to get you a trampoline. Fine, I don't want anything. But, you know, I don't know what it was. It was just fun, and I'm 62, and I'm still jumping, and it's still fun. So it was just, yeah, without a doubt, it's the best thing my parents ever did for me.
Well, that's incredible. You were using negotiation strategies as a young kid, and it paid off. That's fabulous. So you're here at the Big Money Speaker Bootcamp, and what brings you, you've been several times, what brings you back? You
know, years ago, as I mentioned, I did a lot of work in the schools, and I was living in Colorado at the time, and we did probably 130 schools a year, school year. And I mean, we did assemblies using a trampoline, and then classroom workshops, teacher training, and parent program. And I mean, it was a full, intense day, and you just do that back to back to back. And it was fun. I loved it, and it was so cool, really connecting with people. I mean, there's something about connecting heart to heart and really giving of yourself, and it received and being appreciated. But I just hit a ceiling to where I couldn't shift gears and take it to a higher level. So was redirected. That's happened several times in my life where I thought I was going to do this, and life said, no, you're going to do this. And so had a really strong interest in holistic health and wellness. And again, that I think evolved out of the whole understanding of the mind-body connection through sports. And, you know, again, researching over the years. But I met a number of people that had really serious diseases, really serious problems, and they stepped outside the current healthcare paradigm and found solutions. And I could never understand why insurance companies wouldn't embrace some of these technologies, because they worked. And so I ended up getting into the insurance industry about 10 years ago, trying to figure out how to integrate alternative healthcare into mainstream. And I have to say, I've been spectacularly unsuccessful at making it work. Not done yet. And, you know, I bought your book yesterday, and I started reading it last night, and it's like, I'm playing some of these scenarios through in my head, and it's like, you know, these are some skills that I need. And it's, I'm pretty good at looking at what the other party needs, but I don't ask enough questions. And that was one of the things that I knew, and then it was reinforced. Negotiation, I think, is really about building relationships. It's not about win-lose. It's about how do I get my needs met, how do you get your needs met, and maybe we compromise, and maybe sometimes through the negotiation, you find a solution at a higher level that you didn't even think about. And I think that magic of synergy happens if there's an intention to do it. So focusing on the relationship, I think, is really key. And in a sense, having the other party's best interest in mind as well as your own. And I know that it doesn't work that way all the time. But I've also seen some pretty cool results happen that way.
Yeah, definitely. Building relationships is probably one of the most important strategies in negotiation, and we don't do enough of it. So thanks so much for your insights. And one last time, where can people find you online?
Website is newdimensionsandhealth.com.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by the blue carpet.
It has been a delight being with you. Thank you so much for the invitation.
This is Eldonna Lewis Fernandez, thinklikeanegotiator.com, here at James Malinchek's Big Money Speaker Bootcamp, right on the blue carpet. See you next time.